Everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of The Finishing Blow. Hopefully you guys are having a good week so far. This week we had some very interesting news that came out. So let's go ahead and kick things off with a fresh new trailer. We had a Thai trailer for Skin Trade, and I gotta tell you, this movie looks amazing. Like, I'm so excited about it. I want to see more of what this movie has to offer because it just looks so good. Every time you see a trailer, you see a little bit more action, a little bit of something different, and it's going to be a solid action film. Obviously, Furious 7 has come out. Hopefully you guys had a chance to watch that as well, but I feel like Tony Jaa is on a roll. And once Skin Trade really hits the market, I think he'll be able to expand his horizons even more. Because in Furious 7, he did have a role, but if you didn't know who he was or if you weren't looking for him, you weren't really going to notice him. So I think Skin Trade is going to be that movie that people are going to pick up kind of randomly and be like, oh, who's this guy? Oh, it's the guy from Bang Bak. I remember how awesome he used to be. And then it's just going to blow their faces off. So anyways, Skin Trade, it looks like it's going to be a solid action film, and I'm really looking forward to it. Be sure to check back on the site when it does release, because I will be doing a review for it as soon as I can get my hands on it. Moving forward, we also have a release date for Pound of Flesh now. It's actually going to be released on June 23rd, which isn't that far away. It is a little bit further than I would like it to be, and there has been some other trailers, I think, that have released, but right now, I'm just really curious to see how the movie's going to work. You know, it looks like it could be a very good film for Jean-Claude Van Damme. I'm hoping that it lives up to everybody's expectations because it's one of those movies when you watch the trailer and it just has awesome written all over it. You got JCVD, you've got John Savidi doing the choreography. I think it's going to be another solid film and another great movie from Jean-Claude Van Damme. He's been doing some really cool stuff, especially after he's come back kind of with a vengeance from The Expendables 2 and just riding that wave. And, you know, people have realized that he can do more than just be the bad guy, and he still has the abilities that he's had forever. So looking forward to that movie. But yes, June 23rd is when it releases, and I just can't wait. I'm hoping it's going to be as good as the trailers make it out to be. All right, next up, we also had a trailer for kind of a strange film. It's called Ninja War Torakage. And I don't know what to expect from it, but I felt like I've been covering the same like 4 or 5 films over and over again on the site, and I don't want it to stagnate and be like that. So I pulled this out from the internets, I guess you could say, and I don't know what I feel about it because it kind of has that vibe that it could be like a very bad B movie or a very good B movie. And with the Japanese martial arts films, it's kind of hit or miss. You have movies like Kenshin, then you have other ones that are just bonkers, and they just kind of go, at least for me, over the top with like the gore and the nudity and just all that kind of like excessive stuff. And I'm not talking like it needs to be gone entirely, but you guys know like the exploitation films where it's just like ridiculous. I don't think this movie's going to be like that, but it has that vibe where it could go either way. So I don't know if I'll be running to see this one anytime soon, but if it does come out, at least in the States, I'll be sure to grab it so I can let you guys know what I think about it. All right, moving forward, we also had a new poster for Agent 47, which is the next Hitman movie that's coming out. This poster doesn't really do a lot for me. People were like, oh, it's kind of copying The Expendables, and to me it looks like Game of Thrones, like the actual like all the guns laid out behind because of the fact that like Game of Thrones there was that throne with all the swords on it. Never seen Game of Thrones, not sure if I'm going to, but that's what it reminds me of when I first look at it. Don't know if that's the right feel you want for something like Hitman, the Agent 47, because he's all about stealth, and you know that kind of just guns everywhere looks a little bit weird to me, but I'm still having faith in the fact that the trailer looked promising, and it's got to be better than the other Hitman movie that we got. So fingers crossed this one's a good one, but this poster just really didn't do it for me. Lastly, though, didn't have a chance to cover anything else because I forgot that I was going to do a giveaway for Vengeance of an Assassin. Now, they just came in the mail the other day, and they release, I think, on Tuesday, which is the 14th of this month. And I wanted to make sure that at least by the 14th, I would be able to give some movies away so that you guys didn't run out and buy some of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a giveaway, and it's going to be on the Fight of the Week. The Fight of the Week is going to be on Tuesday, so check back on Tuesday to see if you win a copy before you run out and buy a copy of your own, because I would feel absolutely terrible if that happened. I just didn't have time. Like, if I posted that article, you would have had 2 days before I would have announced the winners today, which wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't be fair. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of leeway. Hopefully that's enough time to give you guys a chance to enter into the contest. I'm already getting emails and things like that of people who are interested. So best of luck to you if you win. And hopefully we'll be able to see who's going to be walking home, or at least getting those movies to their homes on Tuesday. So look forward to that. I'll be looking forward to giving some new copies away. All right, and lastly, did a review for Project A Part 2. I really wanted to do a review for another Jackie Chan film because it was his birthday this week. He turned 61, which is absolutely crazy to me. That blows my mind that he's that old now. But I wanted to do a movie review for something that maybe I hadn't seen in a long time. And I did Project A Part 2 because I feel like it's kind of this hidden gem. It's not unknown amongst Jackie Chan fans. Like, everybody's seen it, but it didn't stand out as much as the other films did, which is really crazy because when you think about it, it's got really good action. It's got the handcuff fight scene in it. It's got the initial fight scene where he's taking on all the thugs, and then the ending, which the ending bugs me so much, and not because it was bad, but because if you actually look around on the internet, they reshot the entire ending. There was this pamphlet for, I think, a Japanese screener, and they used this image where Jackie's like tied up to like this like firing squad, and it looks like he's about to be executed, and he said that he actually scrapped the entire end scene and did a new one. But the thing is, back then they didn't have like deleted scenes and alternate takes, so they didn't just, you know, like keep it and save it for later. He literally threw it away. So there's only these screener copies of this movie that exist where you could see that, and I've never seen it. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to see it unless like there's some online leak of some random person. But from what I can tell, you have a better chance of just running into Jackie Chan on the streets of Hong Kong than you would finding this movie and this other scene, because it would have been shared by now. But yeah, it bugs me that there's something out there where Jackie was in his prime and it's gone. But anyways, I'm not going to sit here and sulk about that. The movie itself is very good, and I hope you guys give a chance to, or you have a chance to read my review so that you can see what I thought about it. I just feel like I've been blazing through this video, but I wanted to make sure I had enough time to let you guys know what's going on, tell you guys about the contest, everything like that. Very interesting week. I'm hoping in the next couple weeks my schedule should be freeing up a little bit more, so my posts will be a little bit more consistent. They won't be so late at night sometimes, because other times I have to come home straight from work and just post something and hope I find something. So I'm hoping in about a couple weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be able to free up my schedule and do some more stuff for you guys, and maybe, you know, do more contests and things like that. So look forward to that. I'm sorry that it's been so back and forth. Thank you so much for your patience. I really do appreciate it, but it's been crazy these past couple weeks. Anyways, I'm done rambling. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is K Miller, and this week has been finished.